So I want you guys to look at this, chat. I want you guys to look at this. So if you know the story between Dante and Virgil, between both games, you would know how different they are. Now, when you look at their backstories, they are different. DmC Dante grew up in a household with an angel mother and a demon father, with presumably no contact with humans, right? And the union between demons and angels is inconceivable. It's something that both parties should not do. And yet, Sparta fell in love with an angel and bore 2 children. They are twins, Dante and Virgil. Their very existence should not be a thing within DmC Devil May Cry based upon the rules they set in, but Sparta broke those rules. In DmC Devil May Cry, Sparta does not save humans. He doesn't even seal any worlds. He doesn't have any amulets. The only amulet that he has is his own amulet that he gave to Eva. And Eva, she had her own angel amulet, which she gave to Virgil. There's no 2 amulets that when you put together, you get this immense great power of Sparta. No, that does not exist. And so, one day, Mundus, along with his demons, show up, and Mundus himself kills Eva. And Dante witnesses. He witnesses this event. And so, Mundus leaves, and presumably, based upon the logic, Sparta shows up to defend his sons. He separates the 2, wiping their minds, and he leaves Dante at an orphanage. And he leaves Virgil at an orphanage too. And presumably they get separated. Virgil goes to live a comfortable life, while Dante is in the slums. And he's alone. He has no memory of his childhood or to why he doesn't know any of his parents. He has no memory. That is the backstory of DmC Devil May Cry's Dante in its full totality. They are half angel and half demon, right? So, this person is oversimplifying it. Says, yes, they have the same exact story. Yes, they got small things. No, they're not small. Those are like huge plot points that change the trajectory of the story. Like, it's like so interesting that this person said all this, and it's just like, bro, it's wrong. They don't have the same backstory. In between the plots, different things happen in both games. They have some nuances, and the order of some things changed. The entire thing changed. You're summing it up because their mother died, so it's the same thing, right? Sparta betrayed Mundus, so it's the same thing. Like, this is like such a overgeneralization of something that you get lost in translation. You will get lost in translation because somebody would read this and be like, okay, so they have the same backstory. And then when they play the game, they're like, okay, so they don't have the same backstory. It's different. Which is why I said no, bruh. First time I said just no, it's not the same. Right? It's not the same. For the simple fact that Virgil lives a comfortable... It's like the entire backstory between Dante and Virgil are swapped, basically. DmC Dante is more akin to Virgil, except he is the good guy, right? Or actually, it really depends on how you look at it. Dante could be viewed as the bad guy, if you really think about it. While DmC Virgil could be viewed as the good guy. Like, that's what I'm saying. While when you look at the mainline games, the games are cut and clear and dry. Dante is the good guy and Virgil's the bad guy. It's clear, cut, and dry, right? But if you look at DmC Devil May Cry, it could go either way. It really depends on your perspective. Dante's the good guy when it comes to emotional understanding. He's the good guy here because he can understand. He could understand where humans are coming from because he's lived in the slums. He's been amongst them, right? And then when you look at DmC Devil May Cry Virgil, he could be considered a villain because of his emotional, his lack of emotion, his lack of connection towards humans, because he ignores the emotional reasonings to why you would want to free humans or keep them free. Like the dynamic, the ideology between both games are different. DmC Devil May Cry is more about characters, right? It's more character driven, and if you do not know what you're talking about, it really shows, right? And then Devil May Cry 1 through 5, that is a character game too, but the topic at hand is usually about power, bruh. It's just about power. It literally, like, it's the most basic shit ever, right? So it's just like the most complex Devil May Cry has ever been is in Devil May Cry 3. When it comes to characters, complexity of their character, you would find that in Devil May Cry 3. So it's just like, chat, this person, like, we could read it. Okay, let's read it, right? Let's read it together. But it still follows the same relevant plot points. No, it doesn't, bro. It literally doesn't. Dante almost kills Virgil at the end of the game. That is nothing like Devil May Cry 3. Dante and Virgil are the sons of Sparta. Okay. A demon who had a child with Eva. An angel. Like, he literally... So look. I don't think he understands. I wrote the entire background of Dante and Virgil. And he's going to... this person is going to proceed to say exactly what I just said. So we're going to skip... Well, actually, we're going to read it. And then we're going to say we should have skipped it. Okay? So Dante and Virgil are the sons of Sparta, right? A demon who had a child with Eva. A being of a different realm. Dante and Virgil's parents get killed. Dante and Virgil's parents get killed because of Mundus. So Eva's the only person that got killed. Eva, the angel, in DmC Devil May Cry. Sparta got imprisoned. Worse than death. Like, they both lived separate lives after that point. Dante doesn't know Virgil is alive. Dante doesn't know anything about his childhood. He doesn't even know what he is. They both grow up in different objectives and ideals. Yes, I think everybody knows that. With one having more similarities, to their mother and the other their father. I wouldn't really say that. We don't know anything about Sparta, and barely anything about Eva. If anything, Dante's a lot more like Eva. We don't know anything about Sparta in DmC Devil May Cry other than the fact that he's a demon. We don't know anything about, like, that's a big assumption, and you're just wrong because we don't know anything, right? Mundus kills Virgil. Virgil did not die by Mundus. and DmC like this is what I mean, chat. It's just like we don't know what we're talking about. We don't know. Dante goes to a demonic place to get rid of Mundus and gets revenge on his family. Dante is in limbo. They're not even in hell. The brothers fight. It's just like you and you said yes. In between the plots, different things happen. No, everything happens in both games. Everything happens is completely different in both games. And like I don't know what this person is talking about. Like I genuinely do not know what they're talking about. Devil May Cry 3. If you play Devil May Cry 3 and then play DmC Devil May Cry, you will know how different they are. This person has never played the games. Like I don't